WWE 2K25 Universe Mode has been great with a lot of amazing updates over these past couple of years, but there's still something missing. So I'm going to show you these awesome, quick and easy tips and tricks with ChatGPT to make your Universe Mode a million times better. Make sure to like and subscribe and check out my other Universe Mode content. Next up we have factions, as ChatGPT does a great job of really setting them up and choosing stars that make sense. You do have to give it some info to really give it a good direction. For me, I set it up choosing Karrion Kross as the main member, and Scarlett's obviously going to be the manager for them. I gave it a bunch of superstars I felt made sense: Aleister Black, Rusev, Pete Dunne, some NXT wrestlers, some tag teams that I really thought could make sense. Basically, I told it anywhere from 4 to 6 members. Some examples I give 5 members. And also make sure to tell it to give you a faction name, as faction names can be hard to come up with, but ChatGPT does a pretty solid job. So I ended up getting 5 different options, as I'll show you guys right now. As these were great, as it gave me the faction name, it gave me the members, and a story that made sense for them to come together. A short story, you can obviously ask it to go more in depth with it, to help flesh out your universe mode and give it life. But this is quick ideas. It does a great job of really putting it together in a great formulaic way of the name, members, story. And then you choose from there. Another quick tip using ChatGPT is to enhance your heel turns and face turns within universe mode. I decided to take the real-world rivalry of Seth Rollins and his faction versus CM Punk and Sami Zayn, and end up turning Sami Zayn heel. It gave a great storyline idea for that. So basically, I gave it the background information of the new faction, how they've been incorporated with CM Punk, Sami Zayn, and Jey Uso for the world title, and then I allowed it to do its own thing with about a month of storyline, 3 weeks really to set up that Sami Zayn turn. It starts with a little bit of a confrontation backstage between CM Punk and Sami Zayn, as CM Punk doesn't really trust Sami at this point. Then the following week, we see another confrontation between Punk and Zayn. This time, Zayn really is the one in action, really scolding Punk, telling him how he's obsessed with Seth Rollins. And unfortunately, this leads to a tag team match where Zayn is mysteriously attacked backstage, leaving Punk alone to get dominated. But in the following week, in week 3, this is when we get the eventual heel turn of Sami Zayn attacking CM Punk with a chair and saying that he's done with CM Punk and babysitting him, and he's going for a title on SmackDown like Seth Rollins promised Sami Zayn a couple months ago. And also what's great about ChatGPT is it gives you the rundown, the key moments of really what happened in the feud, and it's a great way to implement your own heel and face turns if you really can't come up with them yourself. Let's talk booking and storylines. Check the description if you want a specific detailed video only for booking storylines with ChatGPT, because this is just going to be a quick tip for you guys. So for this tip is, on Universe Mode, you can use custom GPTs made by other people, and I have a specific one made for Universe Mode, made by a guy named Mark. 4.6 stars out of 5, used over 1,000 times over the past year and a half. It is a great GPT to use. I started off by just giving it a quick prompt, create a storyline for Raw, and asked me a bunch of questions, which I filled out with a quick answer, gave the champions, the roster, some other storylines, things going on Raw, and then it gave me an entire show booked, and it made sense. It integrated the location of the show, Chicago, with CM Punk's storyline with Sami Zayn and the whole Seth Rollins faction. It also gave me other great matchups and other great storylines, promos, everything involved as you go segment by segment. And what's great about this is, at the very end, it doesn't just recap the show, it gives you quick hits and teasers for the following weeks. It set up a Gunther promo following his world title win, it sets up another Becky vs. Lyra match, and it teases a Jey and Kross feud with vignettes. It is a great way to not only book your shows for this week, but also helps you think about new storylines going forward. And also, don't be focused on needing to replicate this 100%. While you can do one-to-one and use all of these promos and matches in your Universe Mode, you can just use it for ideas as well. A great thing ChatGPT can do for you for your Universe Mode is to create promos, because in-game it pretty much feels lifeless. No characters actually saying anything, weird commentary, the crowd's kind of silent. But if you just give it some information, like I did it for a Cena versus CM Punk promo, then it could really flesh it out, make you really feel what's going on, and like seeing the words and not having just quiet nonsense looking at the screen of people not saying anything back and forth in game. So I gave it some information. Cena is a champion, he's a heel, wants to run wrestling. CM Punk wants to challenge him for it, use some history between the two of them, and go in depth with it. And it gave me a great promo, which I'll let you guys see on the screen right now. And it's not a simple 2 sentences back and forth. They really go into it, several sentences. It talks about how the crowd reacts. It's very well done, and honestly the best thing ChatGPT can do for your Universe Mode. And now to go along with the promos we just talked about, backstage interviews are also something you could do with ChatGPT to really flesh out your Universe Mode easy and quick. It's very similar. I set up this time Roman Reigns. He's going to make his return to stop Seth Rollins from cashing in, and then he's going to talk about it with Kathy Kelly backstage. Obviously, you can't really replicate this in-game except if you do like a backstage brawl and really manually have no attack happen. But at least knowing what's happening in these backstage brawls, ChatGPT really makes Universe Mode that much better. So I gave some more information about stopping the cash-in. Will he join CM Punk and Sami Zayn and make it a 3v3 rivalry? I don't know, but anyway, I'll show you guys what is said right here, as this is quick, great, simple, and easy to set up, as it gives a dialogue between Roman Reigns and Kathy Kelly with an interview backstage to really make your Universe Mode come to life, and it can be done in literally less than a minute. A really great quick thing to do with ChatGPT is create new PLEs. We see every year different PLEs being worked into the yearly schedule. Some don't make it more than a year, like Bad Blood came back for 1 year and is now gone, it appears. So why don't you make your own unique PLEs for your own shows? So I did a quick thing, come up with 10 new ideas for WWE PLEs, and it quickly gave me the theme, concept, and a special match type if you want one, and it's done in less than a minute. I'm going to be honest, a lot of the options aren't great, but there's a couple that seem to make a little bit of sense. You have No Escape. I think it's a fairly realistic name for PLE, not too bad. Reckoning Night, take night off and just do Reckoning. And there you have 2 different PLE ideas. But now what about logos for these PLEs and things and images to use for your in-game and upload and use them? I go off ChatGPT for this. I use some different sites. One easy site is Kling AI, I'll link it in the description below. And it comes some great quick AI images for free. If you sign up with an email, you get 166 credits free, and just doing one image only costs 1 credit. So you get 166 free images with 1 email sign up. A few great examples I had for the No Escape and Reckoning PLEs, and I thought it came out pretty well. One of the No Escape ones would actually be great, as there's like a skyline and buildings in the background. It looks great if you wanted to do it in like New York, New Jersey, as an advertisement logo kind of thing. I think it's great. Also, the first Reckoning logos weren't coming out too well, so what I decided to do was I added to the prompt, it should be dark and have a metal feel to it, and immediately the new logos were so much better. So make sure you work with your prompts a little bit, make sure they're a little more fleshed out so it understands the feel that you want for your logos to make your PLE more realistic. Next up, we have new gimmicks. Let's be honest. After a while, your Universe Mode could get boring from running the same superstars with the same gimmicks for year after year, so why not change it up? Why not have Cody Rhodes finally turn heel like many people want to see happen? So I told ChatGPT, I'm turning Cody heel, come with 5 different gimmick ideas for his heel turn, and it immediately gave them a character, what they'd visually look like, and their story behind it. And these are pretty decent. Obviously, you should go more in depth with your prompt if you want to be more fleshed out, but it gives you great ideas of who Cody could become and who you could choose for his new identity and new gimmick and persona. Ultimately, you'd have to come up with your own in-game, like, new look for him, which can be a little tough, but once again, you can use AI to come up with new designs and help you really flesh out a new look for him in-game and implement that with AI images to his new attire for it to make sense. Another great tip that's quick and easy is come up with a way to shake up your roster with trades or injuries and have ChatGPT develop the storyline for when they return and for it all to make sense in your story. So what I did was quick and easy. In less than a minute, I told him Jey Uso, he's done it all in Raw, won the world title, mid-card title, and tag titles. It's time to go back to SmackDown and reunite with Jimmy. So I'll come with 3 different storylines. It could either be Jey getting traded or him being injured and returning from injury to be with Jimmy. Very quick and easy, gave me 3 different storyline ideas. It was pretty broad with the explanations in its entirety, but it gave me some key points that made the story really feel lifelike, and you can really continue to flesh it out on your own or with ChatGPT's help to continue the story in more depth and in more detail. But these are a great way to really enhance your story and also free up maybe your roster a little bit if it feels too cluttered, but also giving these superstars something to do later on when they come back or just in the immediate now to really change up your divisions with the trade. Last up is vignettes. This is an interesting one. You can't really do them in game. You kind of can with the custom videos, but it really doesn't really make sense. But this is more of just for visually seeing it in your head and making your Universe Mode feel more lifelike. So basically what I did is I have the CM Punk and Cena WWE Championship match coming up. So what I did is I gave it ChatGPT a little bit of info on it, what they would talk about in their vignettes, as a way to really hype up the match without needing them to be on screen for a promo or in a match really further the rivalry. And so it really makes sense with the story. And I'll show you guys what it has. It's quick and easy, and you can really think about what they're saying in your head and make it feel more lifelike for your Universe Mode, and just make everything flow a lot better, and give also more time in game to more superstars who need it to push rivalry, because let's be honest, Cena versus Punk, the hype is there. You don't need them as a promo or a match every single week. Do a little vignette in your head, and it makes your rivalry seem a lot more lifelike. And those are 9 great, quick and easy tips and tricks for ChatGPT to enhance your universe mode. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys do anything else that I didn't explain in this video? If so, let me know down below. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.